22 Uhr und 3 Minuten. Ich darf euch sehr herzlich begrüßen. Spieltagspressekonferenz, heute dritter Spieltag. Penny DEL, Deutsche Eishockey-Liga, Red Bull München gegen die Augsburger Panther. Es war das 68. Derby in der DEL der beiden Teams in der höchsten deutschen Spielklasse. 9.736 Zuschauer haben die Partie im SAP-Garten verfolgt. 6:3 am Ende gewinnt der Gastgeber, gewinnt Red Bull München. Ich darf beide Trainer sehr herzlich hier begrüßen. Das ist zum einen zu meiner Linken Bill Peters, Chefcoach Augsburger Panther. Herzlich willkommen, und natürlich der Trainer der Red Bulls zu meiner Rechten, Oliver David. Hello. Und wie immer darf ich natürlich den Gästecoach bitten, das Spiel als erstes zusammenzufassen. So, your statement on the game, please.
Yeah, you know what, I thought it got away from us there. Obviously, in the third period, there was that segment where they scored to get an insurance goal, and then on the bump-up shift or off that neutral zone face-off, they scored. And then I thought we lost a little interest at that point and weren't very good from that point on.
Kurz und prägnant. Vielen Dank, Bill Peters. Yeah, first win here in the SAP Garden, Oliver. Congrats on that win. So, would you please sum up the game for us?
Yeah, I thought we started on time. We had a good first half of the first period. We got a power play and didn't score, and then they got a power play and scored. That was difficult in that moment, but we were able to rebound and get one back. And then the second period for me started the same way. We came out. We kind of grabbed the game for about 10 minutes. At the 11-minute mark, we got another power play and didn't score. They got a PK, and this time they didn't score. Or sorry, they got a power play, we had a PK. And that time they didn't score, and we were able to get the second goal after that. We kind of turned the game there, at least to that point. And then, obviously, the best part of the game for us was the bang-bang sequence in the third period when we were able to go 4-1. And, yeah, unfortunately, I think a little bit some signs of it getting away from us also in the last 5 minutes, 2 goals against. It's going to be difficult to win games if you have any let up, and I think a credit to Augsburg for staying with it and winning a battle in the corner, getting the third one there. It makes it a little bit bittersweet, but we made good steps tonight, and when you score 6 goals, it's usually a good night. So we'll take the 3 points and try to keep rolling here.
Danke, Oliver. Ja, 45. Sieg in der DEL im 68. Spiel. Und jetzt darf ich euch bitten, falls es Fragen gibt, diese zu stellen. So, any questions? First, als erstes Günther Klein, Münchner Merkur. Bitte, Günther.
Yeah. Hi, Oliver. With a full roster, you have to bench some players. So, how is the communication? How do you tell Markus Eisenschmidt that he's not on the roster on a day like this?
Yeah, it doesn't matter who it is. We have a process that we've been talking about it since we got here. We have 15 forwards on the roster that are currently all healthy. D'Souza was not in the preseason. So we had 14, now we have 15. And, you know, it's one thing to talk about it and you know, show examples of other guys in other sports dealing with it. You know, for example, rugby and NBA and the NFL, guys don't play every game. There's rotations, these kind of things. So we've kind of talked about it to this point, to a point where we don't need to continue talking about it and continue thinking about it. It is what it is, and when we're healthy, guys know that they can have a good game and potentially not play the next night for 2 or 3 different reasons. Yeah, and they can have a good game and it earns them another game. But it's not a stressful thing, or it shouldn't be a stressful thing. It's something that we all have to work through. So in the case of what we say to a player is we tell them directly what the situation is. So sometimes it's different for each player. Other times it's just you're not in lineup tonight because you're not in lineup tonight, to be honest, at this point. So.
Weitere Fragen? Eine Frage noch, Ruben Stark von der Münchner Abendzeitung.
If the team is staying healthy, you plan some kind of rotation?
No, not a set rotation. This isn't this isn't the way that we're gonna do it. It's the team idea, or it's always about what's best for the team, not the individual in these moments. And if we have a set rotation, you get into trouble there. You kind of back yourself into a corner, and you have a big game coming up, and you take 2 guys that are on your power play or first line out because it's their turn on the calendar. It's their time. The date says it's their time. We have a rotation. I don't want to get into that. So we go day by day. It's not easy. Yeah, and at the moment, it's the longest time I've been around hockey that we have 15 healthy forwards, and that's great. But also, it's a 7-8 month season, so we got to grind through it, and guys got to keep the right mindset and put the team first in this case.
Other questions? Weitere Fragen? Eine weitere, bitte, Ruben, eine Nachfrage? Eine Nachfrage, Ruben?
It seems that the young guys on the team have a quite good start into the season. Can you comment a little bit to Philip to fight? And
yeah, I mean, Oswald has already played. You know better than me. Maybe almost 200 games. I don't know. Has he played 100? He's played 3 seasons or 4 seasons at this point. So he's a young guy, but he's also not at this point. He's very, very experienced in the league. And it's starting to show. It's a nice start, but it matters how we finish, as we know. So we'll see how he keeps going. But he's getting opportunities, and he's taking them and making the most of them. So great game tonight. He's had really 3 great games, to be honest. And Krenning, I've worked with for 2 years. Last year extensively in Salzburg, and so I've seen what he can do. And he's on a line with the twins, with Kostner and Hagi, and they're not protecting him. He's out there making plays and adding to the trio, to the 3 of them. So far so good, but they are young. They got to learn to hold the level. They got to gain experience, and they got to learn from their mistakes. And right now there aren't many, but when they do come, how they handle that adversity is really important if they continue having success or not. Sin had a little bit tougher night tonight, in my opinion. I've also worked with him the last 2 years. I have full trust in him. His ability is above average, I would say, especially for a young player in the league. But tonight, some of what I just said actually about having to face the mistakes and learn from them, he'll get a little bit of that lesson tonight. But I have zero distrust or worry about his game. He's a great player.
Und Ruben, Entschuldigung, Günther Klein hatte auch noch mal eine Nachfrage, bitte.
Yeah, you just called Patrick Hager and Maxi Kastner the twins. What makes them the twins?
Yeah, it's just a joke, but it's not. They don't look alike, that's for sure. I mean, how many you know better than me? How many years of experience do they have? Not only playing in Munich, but playing together. This is. You can't really draft or buy or trade for that kind of chemistry. And they have a long history together, and you can see it on the PK. They're a great tandem, a great duo on the PK, and they know it's the same thing like brothers. They know the read. They know what the other guy's going to do. And that's the backbone of our team at the moment, and hopefully we can build around them, continue building around them.
Weitere Fragen? Gibt es keine mehr. Dann noch kurz der Hinweis, Augsburg jetzt am Sonntagabend im nächsten DL-Spiel empfangen die Iserlohn Roosters. Für die Red Bulls bleibt bayerisch, 2-mal auswärts allerdings. Am Sonntag geht es nach Straubing. Am Donnerstagabend, am Donnerstag sind dann die Münchner in Ingolstadt zu Gast. Und das nächste Heimspiel am Sonntag, 28. September um 16:30 Uhr gegen die Iserlohn Roosters. Dann bedanke ich mich recht herzlich bei beiden Coaches, bei euch. Wünsche den Augsburger natürlich eine gute Heimreise, safe home trip back to Augsburg, und ich sage danke, Servus und ciao.